On our top 10 today, we're going to look at the most illegal dog breeds in the world. And let us start by saying how the illegalness of a breed is calculated. There's a type of law that prohibits or restricts particular breeds or types of dog called breed-specific legislation, or BSL for short. These laws either ban the possession of a specific dog breed or have restrictions and conditions to ownership. No matter how outdated these laws may seem, in different countries of the world they're still enforced because the dogs mentioned are considered either dangerous or even vicious. To us, it seems like pushing it because you can raise a dog right and train it properly and it won't show these signs of aggression. But apparently our experience, and many millions of others around the world, doesn't stop some countries from enforcing these laws. In any case, are you ready to see which breeds of doggos are still the most illegal in the world? Let's dive right in. Number 1 is the Neapolitan Mastiff. You see them, you love them, and you want to grab them and cozy up on the couch, which they take most of it up with their enormous size. But apparently in Singapore, it's illegal to own a Neapolitan Mastiff. And not only there, if you want to own one and you live in Romania, you must pass a psychological evaluation first. Wait, what? That's crazy as it may seem, but it is the law. Well, maybe the fact that they're so powerful and massive, they weigh around 90 kilos, and by nature it's pushed lawmakers to make the decision, or maybe the fact that their body's length is 15% greater than their height. Maybe that's what did it for them. But when we see that innocent face, how can you believe they're actually dangerous and not just great big fellas in need of a hug? Oh well. Number 2 is the cane corso. You'll be surprised to know that the cane corso is actually banned or restricted in many cities and following states in the United States: Arkansas, Colorado, Idaho, Kansas, Nebraska, Oregon, South Dakota, and Washington. Why? Because apparently there have been isolated reports of bites and attacks from dogs of that specific breed, and they probably haven't met a Chihuahua. That's all we have to say. But in any case, the fact is these 6-foot-high dogs have a strong reputation of being aggressive and territorial with a very strong hunting drive. Also, because many people get these dogs for personal protection or tracking or law enforcement, it gives them the word dangerous and it enforces it even more upon people's minds. Number 3 is the Tosa Inu. This dog breed really has it bad as banning laws go. You can't own it, or you can own it under restrictions in these following countries: Australia, Republic of Ireland, New Zealand, United Arab Emirates, Malaysia, Singapore, Tunisia, and Denmark. Also, the Dangerous Dog Act of 1991 regulates ownership in the United Kingdom. Why all this fuss about this lovely-looking creature? Well, it's not their own fault. Let's start with that. The Tosa Inu were raised as fighting dogs in some countries like Japan, and they still use them for dog fighting. We can't even start telling you how wrong we find this and on how many levels. Another reputation the Tosa Inu breed has is that they're difficult dogs to control, especially if another dog attacks them first. Number 4 is the Boar Bowl. This dog has an even bigger list of countries which it's banned or restricted. It's absolutely banned in France, Fairfield in Iowa, Qatar, Geneva in Switzerland, Mauritius in Bermuda, Denmark since 2010, Russia since 2011, and Romania since 2002. And more importantly, the importation of the breed is banned in Singapore, in which the currently existing dogs must have insurance in the amount of not less than $100,000, must be sterilized, microchipped, and muzzled. In Tunisia, in the Faroe Islands, and in the Turks and Caicos, and South Africa, where they originally came from, they're still considering the breeding of the Boar Bowls a hobby, and there's a huge industry. Their reputation comes from the fact they're a breed for guarding, and if they bite, they can really make damage. But in reality, these dogs are extremely loyal, protective of their family, and well, but to what extent is completely up to the owner and trainer to decide. Number 5 is the Doggo Argentino. For us, the Doggo Argentino is a breed that has stunningly beautiful dogs. I mean, some of the greatest you've ever laid your eyes on. They've got that white, beautiful fur, that muscular body, and that cute face. They look like they came right out of a fairy tale. But apparently, though, a lot of people don't share our opinion on this. In fact, in the UK, they're banned and can be taken away by the police. And it's not only in the UK. They're banned in New York City, in Aurora, Colorado, and in New Zealand, Denmark, Norway, Singapore, Iceland, Israel, the Ukraine, and Australia, where it is also illegal to import them. Why? Because they were bred from a fighting breed, because they can hunt and they are used in illegal dog fights. Go figure. Number 6 is the Fila Brasileiro. If you want to know why this beautiful, sweet-looking dog is banned in so many countries, their nickname will tell you it all: the Brazilian fighting dog. Their bad reputation comes from the fact they're extremely popular because of their tracking ability and their supposed aggressiveness. We don't want to tell you again, this is clearly up to the owner to manage. We've said it a lot of times already. These smart dogs are banned in the UK, Malta, Norway, Denmark, Israel, Cyprus, and in Victoria, Western Australia, South Australia, New South Wales, and Queensland, New Zealand. Trinidad and Tobago, they also ban their import. Number 7 is the Doberman Pinscher. In the U.S., these cities have restricted or completely banned Dobermans. Georgia, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, North Dakota, Ohio, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. Outside of the U.S., they're banned in the Republic of Ireland, Bermuda, Romania, and Singapore. Is it the portrayal in movies that makes everyone fear them? Or their beautiful, intimidating presence? I mean, we really don't know. The excuse lawmakers have is they rank high on stranger-directed aggression. Again, have you people met a Chihuahua? Talking about aggressiveness towards strangers. Not that we have anything against Chihuahuas, I'm just trying to give you an example. Number 8 is the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Germany, Switzerland, and the Bermuda Islands banned ownership of these Staffordshire Bull Terriers, but also Spain, Ireland, France, Romania, Israel, the USA, Portugal, and Singapore have heavy restrictions on them. We're left with our mouth hanging open when we read this one. The Staffies are extremely loyal, playful, kind-hearted dogs. They love to play and protect kids and their family members, but they won't attack anyone without serious reason. Well, that's our view of them, apparently, and their strong and muscular body just gives them a bad name, but at least not everywhere. In the UK and France, they are one of the most popular dog breeds to own. Number 9, the Perro de Presa Canario. The idea behind the ban on the Perro de Presa Canario is that they are not handled properly. They become very dangerous. Our reply to this is, duh. But the fact that they were bred to fighting dogs makes people consider them such, so they're banned in Germany, Malaysia, Poland, Singapore, and a few states in the U.S. have restrictions. The Canary Mastiff, as they're also called, gets a bad name from another source. In the 1982 to 2014 report, the Dogo Canario ranked 4th with 111 attacks against people, 46 against children, 41 adults. Also, 18 of those resulted in death, while 63 ended in a permanent body injury. Now, these statistics do sound scary, but in reality, we don't know the circumstances behind them, and we don't know how they were raised and under what conditions. Number 10, you knew it, it's the Rottweiler. One of the most widely misunderstood dog breeds out there is the Rottweiler. The Republic of Ireland, Malaysia, Ecuador, Germany, Israel, Portugal, Poland, Romania, and Bermuda have either banned or restricted the breed's ownership. In the U.S., it's banned in these following states: Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Georgia, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, South Carolina, Tennessee, Washington, and Wisconsin. It might have been easier to tell you where you can have one. But why all this? Because they are considered bred to attack. So why not ban the people who breed them to attack and not ban the dog? That's my one last question. Well, there you have it for today. These were the top 10 most illegal dog breeds in the world. Which one were you most particularly surprised to see on the list? Let us know in the comments, and also, if you like, tell us your opinion about these laws that ban or restrict the dog breeds around the world. And, as always, don't forget to give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification button so you'll see our latest videos first. Until next time, friends.